Tariq to give his views on the entrepreneurial career.
Hello. All right. First of all, I see many dead faces. Do you guys want me to do some stand-up, or are you guys going to loosen up a bit? It's a nice event. It's very motivational, so start doing something nice for it. First of all, don't graduate. It's a trap. Stay at uni. I'm serious. Big time. I'm honored to be here, and thank you for the amazing management for putting this together. Frankie, you've always been a people's person, so thank you. I'm a very fast talker, so you better be a fast listener. And hopefully I'll be able to share my experience and inspire anyone with anything I can do. I started selling when I was about 5 years old. My mom used to buy the magazines back in the days, and it costs you 5 dirhams to buy any magazine, Sayyidati, Zahra, whatever they were. And I'd take them off from her the same day she started using them and sell them for a dirham in the neighborhood. And all the mothers loved me for it, but my mom didn't. I made my money through this way, and I grew up making more money at school. And it's always been a passion for me to sell and make money. So I learned how to make money in my early days, which is great. So I've always been abundant with money. Now it was time to study, which I didn't like. I was never a good student. I passed all my subjects, but hardly. I always left things to the last minute. I'd study for a marketing exam the day before, max. That's if I'm lucky. But I built it off. And one thing I realized when I graduated is I wish I would have paid more attention in class, because everything comes into place, believe it or not. How many of you here have an idea that they want to become an entrepreneur? Raise your hands. So that's around half the class. 20 years ago, I can guarantee you in a class such as this, a maximum of one would raise his hand. Our generation today is the right generation. We're the generation that inspires the older generations. And we're just having a discussion about this right now. Today, we understand the market. We've managed to crack a code. When I looked at these influencers today in the market, and I'm sure many of you know these influencers on Instagram, they manage to work for an hour and 2 per day, and they make triple my salary. Seriously? Is that how we were taught? No. So they've cracked the code. And what I'm trying to tell you is, my journey is not the best journey I've seen, but I can tell you, based on my journey, I can give you my advice. Number one, and far more important, is based on these ideas that you just raised your hands on. Do these ideas really solve a problem? Break it down to the core of it. Does it solve a problem? I mean, don't give me another nice lighter. Give me a lighter that works on solar energy. For instance, is it a want or is it a need? And I'm sure many of you studied the difference between want and a need. So if I want something, it's okay to have. If I need something, and you do it best, I'll buy it off you. That's a difference. So from going from a want to a need, you immediately gain what we call bargain power. Now you can bargain. Now you can set your price and your rules. Second and most important thing, in my opinion, who's your partner? You guys underestimate this. You think, yeah, he's my best friend. I've known him for 10 years. I can trust him. What's your major? What's your name and what's your major? Can you have a mic?
My name is Rishabh and I'm currently doing BCom accounting.
BCom?
Accounting.
Accounting. What's your major? Marketing. So right now, if I put a team of marketing, accounting, and HR, for example, together, you guys can complement each other. You do this instead of doing this. But if you launch with your marketing colleague, then what value do you bring to the business? What value does he bring to the business? One of you is going to be a liability because you both know marketing. Choose your partners wisely when it comes to business, and then of course on the personal level. Because a partner can either take you up or he can take you down. It's all up to you. But choose your partners carefully. What matters the most as well is, why are you doing this business? What do you want to do? Are you doing it to fulfill an emotional need, or are you doing it to fulfill a mental need? And let me explain to you the difference. Emotional need is, I'm passionate about kite surfing. I'll go and open a kite surfing center. I'm a basketball player. I'm going to go do some basketball shoes because that's my passion. Mental is purely financial driven. I see an opportunity that's going to make money. I say, perfect, that's the opportunity I want to take. Why? Because it makes money. I don't care about how much I like it. Which one do you go for? No. It's both. You got to do both. Let me tell you one thing about business people. Business is like marriage. My wife is here, so I might be shocked today. But business is like marriage. And let me tell you why. Marriage, prior to marriage, there's the dating period, right? Everyone dates someone. It's so amazing. There's that spark. It's so nice. It's so fun. It's so easy. I want to go to Ras Al Khaimah. I wake up, take the car, and go to Ras Al Khaimah. There's no responsibilities. I live with my parents. She lives with her parents. It's so easy. It's so simple. It's the same phase you go through when you're going through a startup mode. You wake up in the morning, you want to see your new logo. You want to see the progress of your business. It's so nice. And then the moment responsibility gets in, which is marriage, and don't get me wrong, I love my wife and I love being married. But the moment responsibility comes into place, reality check hits in. Now you need to pay for bills. Now you need to pay for your car. Now there's no more daddy to tell you where to go, what to do. You got to take these decisions in your own hands, right? Same thing with business. If that